Check 1, 2. We good, Dino? Good evening. My name is Armand Messier, a choral director at BFA. I want to welcome everyone to our 2024 Music Awards night. I'm really excited to be here to celebrate and to look at all the accomplishments from our students, our ensembles this year, people who participated in awards, in ensembles that lead to awards, awards by students and peers. It should be a pretty nice and exciting night here for us to take a minute and just reflect on our accomplishments. I want to share a brief story here before we get started. I told one of my course classes this today. We do a weekly check-in on Mondays, and everyone goes around and shares something. I shared that this past weekend I went to St. Michael's College. It's alumni weekend, and I sung with my old choral director, Dr. William Torolano. He's 94 years old, and I wasn't going to go because I wasn't sure, and I was pretty moved because he wrote me a letter, handwritten letter, asked me to go. And I was like, wow. So I ended up going. It was a great experience. I sat next to some friends from college, lots of people, packed room, and everyone who wanted to make music with Dr. Torolano one more time. And I thought that was quite powerful and quite moving. And it's about opportunity, I think, in life, and taking those opportunities when they come. We all made a decision tonight to be here. We're all busy. We have jobs, we have families, we have commitments. And by being here, I used to have professors say, showing up is half the battle. So congratulate yourself for being here, and that says a lot. And let's get on with the evening. I'm going to leave with a Shakespeare quote. If music be the food of love, then play on. So let's get started. So we're going to start right now with our participation awards for the District Music Festival, which we hosted this year back in February. And we had a lot of participation in this. And we'll call up the names of the people who went in course. Let's hold our applause until the very end, and then we'll give them one thunderous round of applause. We have Roman Maxim. If they're not here, let's move on. Owen Scott. Natalie Crowan. Congratulations. Michaela Bowen. Madeline Messier. Congratulations. Lila Powers. Kovu Hughes. Congratulations. John Kaloum. Congratulations. Hardy Toof. Chloe Weinstein. Congratulations. Hardy. Congratulations. Aurora Gilman. Congratulations. And Audrey Van Levin. And that's who I have for course.
Let's have a big round of applause for the district chorus students. Why don't you guys stay right there? We'll bring up the district wind ensemble and concert band students too, and we'll just see how many folks we had from BFA here who are participating in the district festival this year. So in the district concert band, district music festival concert band, we had Lillian Duffy. We have Manya Tibbetts. Selena Beauregard. Wyatt Trombley. Eli Hazen. Isaac Ditch. Aubrey Benedict. Jude Sato, Isaac Payrat, and also in the district concert band, Finn Lund. District wind ensemble participants, Penelope Noza, Devin Dale, Brody Chamberlain, and Finn Madding. Yes, indeed. It's quite a group of students there. Let's have a big round of applause for our District Music Festival. All right, you guys take your seat. We had an additional, there's two district music festivals that we hosted here at BFA. This festival that these students were participating in happened at the very beginning of February. And at the beginning of November, my esteemed colleague, Rusty Charpentier, string educator here in Maple Run, he and I hosted the district string festival, and I'd like to bring those students up. These are all of the students who were in the string program, actually, at that time, who participated. So they are Ava Forbes, Autumn Honsinger, Bella Jackson, Molly McKenzie. There you go. Maddie Messier, Grant Montgomery, Maria Opria, Sophia Azurek, Amelia Pinkham, Hudson Root, and Gabe Stallings. Big round of applause for these students in the district strings.
Thank you very much. So we're going to move on now to the Vermont All-State Music Festival, which happened in early May down in Barrie at Spalding High School. And in chorus, we had two participants. We had John Coulomb and Owen Scott. Come on down.
We had the pleasure of hosting the All-State Festival last year. Anybody who's an upperclassman will remember how many students we had come here. And it was a terrific festival. And I want to say that it was my hope when I went to Spalding, I guess sort of selfishly, that it wouldn't be as good a festival, just because we had hosted it the year before. But they added in two new ensembles, a modern band and a modern, like an a cappella chorus. And it was just lights out. And all the years I've been teaching, one of the real highlight All-State Music Festivals. It's very exciting. It's a new sort of direction that they're taking with a couple of groups. So I just want to encourage everybody, you've heard this from me already, but now the parents are hearing it too, to audition for these festival, one of the traditional groups or one of the new groups. It's really a spectacular thing. It's kind of evolving with the times. These are the students that participated instrumentally in the festival. In the concert band, Penelope Noza. Also in the concert band, Finn Matting. In the orchestra, we have Maddie Messier, Molly McKenzie, and Brody Chamberlain. That's okay. I know. So here are our All-State students this year. Big round of applause for them.
All right, thank you very much.
Don't go far if you were in the room. That's okay.
Moving on to our New England Music Festival, which was down in Massachusetts this year. And of course, we sent 5. We had Natalie Cronin, Lillian Duffy, Emma Gibson, Aries Young, and Chloe Weinstein.
In the All New England Concert Band, Penelope Noza. And in the All New England Music Festival Orchestra, we have Molly McKenzie and Maddie Messier. Awesome. Here's a big round of applause for our New England folks. This year, we have 2 students who were recognized at the District Music Festival. They went above and beyond. They performed for a scholarship piece, which was a more involved, longer solo with accompaniment for adjudicators and comments, and then for an award. And BFA was honored by two students receiving awards. An honorable mention on the clarinet goes to Penelope Noza. And a scholarship performance award was given this year to this young person who performed here on stage for an absolutely packed house and did a beautiful job, and that is on the violin, Maddie Messier. All right. How about one more round of applause for these two? All right. I think most of you probably know me, but I'm Eric Bushy. I'm the instrumental music director. I haven't said that yet. And I have just a few words I'd like to say this evening. And I echo Mr. Messier's sentiment that it's nice just to have a time. It's a busy week. It's a busy time of year, but it's nice to get together and just be able to recognize all of your accomplishments, whether you've come up on stage and received an award or not. We're very proud of what you've done, and there are many, many people who haven't followed through as far with their commitment to music as you have. And as you go on in life, I think you'll start to realize how much more unique that is, and the sorts of things that you take away from being in an ensemble really can enrich your life. Many friendships that last a lifetime. I first met Mr. Messier when he was in 8th grade, and I think, how old was I? 9th grade? No, maybe I was a senior. Oops, okay. Anyhow, and we played in the MVU jazz band together, and that was a friendship that started many, many years ago, and kind of a multi-age thing, because he was a extra talented piano player playing in that group, and just kind of became one of the band there, which was really, really fun. And now we look back on many years of knowing each other. When we look back on this year, I just was kind of digging through some old programs and just remembering some of the literature that we played at the very beginning of the year. Band 1 playing Portrait of a Clown, I don't know if you remember that, and Westridge Overture. Band 2, I think we had a little bit of PTSD over that tune Abracadabra, but we also did Tales for a Darkened Theater early on. Band 3, just a couple of highlights, both Randall Standridge tunes, but Havana Nights and Deus Ex Machina. Strings, working on the string festival music, and one of my favorites was the Mahler that we did from Symphony No. 5, and Go West, which incorporated music from my favorite movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And of course, how can we forget all of the hours and time spent learning the Washington Post March, and then suiting up and getting really hot playing that march. So it's just like thinking back, some of this I was telling one of the groups today feels like it's only been a number of months, but it almost feels like 3 years since the beginning of the year, especially when I see the growth from the students here at BFA, particularly the growth, I think, from the incoming freshmen, because they're coming from all different schools. They've never played together in a band. They've never played with me, and it just kind of starts off a little rough. You're just everybody's trying to get a chance of get an idea of the sound. And now, well, you'll hear on Wednesday night, that group's just coalesced, and all of the groups have. And it's just a pleasure to be able to do that with students and to really get to know them and see them grow over the course of a year or 4 years, or in some cases, many, many years. I ran into a former student on the way here who we were very close when he was in school, and I realized he was the class of 2003, which made him a graduate 21 years ago. So it's just like, oh my God, it's just like, it happens kind of just like that. I want to just say a little bit too. Mr. Messier had a story about a former music teacher, and just yesterday I got a message from a friend of mine, Aaron Smith, who's a trombone player, and I met him back in 1997 when I joined the Sterling Weed Orchestra. And some of you, all the students have heard me talk about Sterling Weed, who was the first director here at BFA, first music director at BFA when it opened in 1930. In 1930, Sterling Weed was 29. He was born in 1901 and was a band director here until the early 1960s, and then retired and had a really long retirement. And I met him when he was 96. I was 26 and joined his band. And I thought to myself, well, this, probably not going to be in this band for very long. And I was in that band with him for 8 years. So do the math, he lived to be 104. And that summer that he turned 104 on July 21st, it was always interesting. I'm on July 12th. He was July 21st. We're like exactly 70 years, almost exactly 70 years apart in terms of our age. And we became pretty close. And that last gig when Mr. Weed was really starting to feel ill, it was in late August. And it was a gig that we always did in Grand Isle, on the Lake House in Grand Isle. And it was for the Vermont Historic Preservation Trust. And it was always the Sterling Weed Band, of course. And people would dance. And there was just we all knew it was the last time we were going to play that gig with Mr. Weed. And I think he knew it too. And he didn't play it much on the gig. He played a little bit, but we all just played our heart out. And it was one of those, if you've been in those moments, and I think probably you can all think of one, where you're with somebody or doing something that you just never want to end. And you're just thinking to yourself, could I just stay right here for maybe just indefinitely? And if we really are present in those moments in our life, you get a memory that's seared into your head. I mean, I can remember the light. I can remember what it smelled like in that room, and what tunes we were playing, and the feel of everything. And I particularly remember just not wanting that last song that we played to ever end. And it was always the same tune. We always ended with this tune called Wang Wang Blues, and it morphed into The Bear Went Over the Mountain, and then finished with For He's a Jolly Good Fellow, and everybody clapped, and that was good night. That was it, and that was the last thing that the Sterling Weed Band played. And it just reminds me of that story that Mr. Messier had about making music, and how you just can do that for so long and have such incredible memories. That's a memory I'll never forget. Seniors, I want to, that's just a little story I wanted to share with you. Seniors, I want to just point out, just thinking back to you, how inspirational you have been to us. When you came to BFA, we were on a hybrid schedule, and you came into Band 1, the second semester, and we were all separated, and many people in that room did not make it through to the next year. It was a hard time to engage in music, and it was really, we weren't able to play. And then we finally did a concert, and maybe you remember how hot it was in the back parking lot, kind of like today, and did that concert that we were all just so grateful for. And those of you seniors who've stuck around through are just incredibly dedicated. And I just want to say that if you take your dedication to music, to continuing what you started and trying to get even just one thing perfect, you'll be taking with you the best version of yourself as you leave BFA. I just want to tell you to do great things, do great work, and to keep in touch, and to come check back with us often here at BFA. And so, seniors, we honor you tonight especially. So thank you. We have one more award to hand out before we have a short musical presentation here. That is the National School Orchestra Award. It's given to a senior every year who is an exemplary student in that ensemble. And this year, this student has done incredible things, both musically and just an amazing person. And so this year's National School Orchestra Award is presented to Lincoln Schweers. How about one more round of applause here for Lincoln? We're going to continue on with a piece by Hiroshi Suzuki that was brought to, it's a piece I've actually known for a long time. My son is a trombone player. Suzuki is a trombone player. And it's something I've heard for many times. And then Isaac Ditch brought it to my attention. And these guys put this together just in the past about 7 days. They started it last week. They got together this weekend to rehearse. And so with that, I'm going to open up the curtain, and you're going to hear Romance by Hiroshi Suzuki.
So we're going to move on now to the Class Superlative Awards. And we do this in course by the course section you're in, Course 1 or Course 2, Band Course 1, Band Course 2. And we'll start with Course 1. And this year, for the Most Improved Award, there is a three-way co-winner. And the following each earned this award. So it is Hardy Tooth, Griffin Dusso, and Devin Dale. I had to say that I am always like encouraging these guys every day. They people know in Course 1 like how hard they have worked to improve their voices. So congratulations, and I just want to remind the audience that these are all voted on by peers. Mr. Bushy and I we just do print the certificates and sign. So this is all chosen by your peers, and that says a lot. We're going to move on to Most Dedicated. Runner-up, Most Dedicated, Lily Hockhausen. Lily, is Lily here? Okay. All right. And for Course 1, voted Most Dedicated, Madeline Messier. In the category of the Best Vocalist, runner-up is Griffin Dusso. And voted Best Vocalist by her peers, Madeline Messier. Voted Most Likely to Succeed in Course 1, Haley Metavere. Haley? All right. And voted most likely to succeed, Madeline Messier. All right, moving on to Course 2. Most Improved co-winners. There's two winners. There was a tie. We have Lila Powers and Elizabeth Pelkey. Voted Best Vocalist in Course 2 runner-up, Grace Brewerly. And voted Best Vocalist in Course 2, Elizabeth Pelkey. And voted, Course 2, voted Most Dedicated runner-up, Elizabeth Pelkey. And in Course 2, voted Most Dedicated, Emma Gibson. And our last category for Course 2, Most Likely to Succeed, Grace Brewerly is the co-winner, along with Emma Gibson.
How about one more round of applause for the You can grab your seats. Awesome. Great. Likewise, in the instrumental music side of things, these awards are voted on by students. This was started 31 years ago before I started at BFA, and it's been a fun tradition to keep up and see how people, how students recognize their peers for what they do. We're going to start with ninth grade, and we have a three-way tie for most improved, and those three students are Talia Patterson, Jude Sato, and Amani Yates. The most dedicated runner-up in the ninth grade goes to Maddie Messier. And voted most dedicated in a two-way tie here in the ninth grade are Devin Dale and Amani Yates. All right, there are two runners-up for students who were voted on as Best Musician. So those two runners-up are Amani Yates and Maddie Messier. And voted Best Musician in the ninth grade, Devin Dale. All right. Okay, we'll move on to the 10th grade. Why don't you guys stay up here? So in the sophomore class, most improved runner-up is presented to two students, though they are Jaden Thompson and Will McGee. Congratulations to those two. All right, I'll make sure that they get those certificates. Voted most improved in the sophomore class, Aubrey Benedict. Indeed. Most dedicated runner-up is a two-way tie in the sophomore class, and those two students are Molly Bernard and Cale Madding. And the two-way tie for most dedicated in the sophomore class is Lakin Poston and Marie DeSorger. The runner-up, there's two runners-up for Best Musician in the sophomore class, and those two students are Amelia Pinkham and Anthony Fontaine. Congratulations. Yeah, one more round. There we go. And in the sophomore class, voted Best Musician, Brody Chamberlain. All right. Scoot down, everybody. All right, so we're on to the junior class, and I love the energy, by the way. It's fantastic. Most improved runner-up in the junior class goes to Wyatt Trombley. Right. And voted most improved in the junior class, Lily Duffy. Most dedicated runner-up in the junior class goes to Nat Cronin. And voted most dedicated in the junior class, Wyatt Trombley. And best musician runner-up in the junior class, also Wyatt Trombley. And voted best musician in the junior class, Molly McKenzie. Okay, on to our seniors. Voted most improved runner-up in the senior class. There's a two-way tie here between Isaac Ditch and Lionel Dawson. Voted most improved in the senior class, Sophia Sinagra. There's a three-way tie, for most dedicated. This was a tricky one. There's some crazy dedication in the senior class. And those three seniors voted most dedicated are Lily Foisey, Penelope Noza, and Selena Beauregard. Best musician runner-up in the senior class is awarded to Penelope Noza. Not sure if this young person's here, but voted best musician in the senior class, Owen Powers. All right, how about one more round of applause for all these instrumental students here? Good job, everybody. Awesome. Good job, the teacher also.
Senior awards.
Oh, Wild Irish Rose.
Yep.
We want to introduce those guys.
Yep. So we're next on our program, we're going to have My Wild Irish Rose performed by our barbershop quartet, Lillian Duffy, Owen Scott, Finn Madding, and John Kaloum. Come on up. And Doug, if we can get some lights in backstage, we just have to play a couple of notes. Oh, we're not using it.
This is always a fun time when we get to look back on our relationship over the past 4 years with our seniors and try to give them an award that is meaningful and sometimes embarrassing at the same time. So we hope that we've done our best with this. Not embarrassing in a bad way, but just like a little bit of a roast. So we're going to bring up our seniors, and I want to have Autumn Hansinger come up and receive the Mad Scientist Video Game Composer Award for their incredible, crazy compositions. So, Autumn Hansinger, everybody. This is truly a musician's inside thing for musicians, but this was suggested, and I think perfect, that Finn Madding is voted most likely to be heard playing complex polyrhythms during a simple 4/4 pop song. So, come on up, Finn. Autumn, stay right on stage. Stay right up here. Yeah. You're welcome. No problem. Yeah, stay right up. And if you've ever seen this person come into the band room, there are many instruments always in tow, and so Lily Foisey is voted most likely to be seen carrying around 5 instruments everywhere. So, Lily, there's the dedication. So rosin is this thing that you put on your bow. It's not generally something you eat, but Lincoln Schweers is voted most likely to be found eating his bass rosin. So, true story. It does look yummy, but I don't think I'm ever going to try this. You're missing out. I'm missing out, huh? All right. The hair in my head. Okay, so this is a sort of a little bit of an inside joke, but hopefully this person will really get it. The Save the Bees Award is presented to Penelope Noza for the outfit in music festivals, Save the Bees. All right. Let's see here. All right. So Owen Powers, who I don't think is here, but is voted most likely to be busted for being on his phone during band. So. And this, I am so bummed that this person is not here for me to like roast. A few years back, I was at the freshman orientation day when they come in, And I'm looking at the freshmen, I'm thinking, my God, there's a kid in there that looks just like Leonel Dawson. And it's like his twin or something. And it turned out that it was Leonel. He accidentally showed up during his sophomore year to freshman orientation and is in the picture in the yearbook. And I wanted to I'm going to have to make sure I roast him. But anyway, Leonel Dawson is voted most likely to photobomb the freshman yearbook photo. So there we go. Now that this is over, we can laugh about it, but the Selena Beauregard is presented the Pack Seats 1 Selena Zero Award. So that was a little incident here. So Selena, come on up. She knows what that's funny. Now it's funny. All right. So some of you will start laughing later. See, we'll have to explain it to people later. All right. This is a classic instrument thing. Megan Kuhn is voted most likely to be found trying to get her oboe reed to play. It's a double reed issue. So Megan, come on up. Those 2 reeds to go. All right, and this is an award that's given to 2 students. And this was kind of suggested by another student, and I thought it was perfect. And I'm not even sure I understand what these words mean, but I think I get it. The Schigel and Gitters Awards go to Sophia Sinagra and Sarah McConnell. So. I think that has something to do with laughing and playing. All right, so there's a story behind this one, but Isaac Ditch is voted the most likely to break his instrument by pouring Monster Energy drink on it. So don't do that. Don't do that. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, and this is after I listened to this song, I started realizing why this award is funny. This was suggested as well. Sophia Williams is voted most likely to be found playing Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillaz. So. You love that song? It's a good song. I listened to it today. It's like, wow. So almost every day, this student comes into Band 3 or whatever group and gives me a fist bump and asks me about how I'm doing and just will even say, Mr. Bushy, you're doing such a good job today. So encouraging. And so the Daily Fist Bump and Encouraging Words Award is presented to Aiden Pera. And our last senior award here goes to Joe Torville, who's voted most likely to not miss marching band. Joe. As a bari sax player in high school, I can relate to that. All the seniors, right? That's right. Someday, Joe, you'll miss it. All right. So Mr. Messier will continue on.
Let's give them one more round of applause. How our instrumental seniors. All right, so our choral seniors, we have seven of them. Dakota Densmore, I'm not sure if Dakota's here tonight. Dakota gets the IROT course all 9 semesters, so for Dakota. So our next senior award goes to Autumn Hansinger, who's not on their phone right now. And it's funny because I could never get Autumn into chorus, but Autumn is getting the Best Bass Ringer Award. It means like best guy to come in and steal the show. All right, if you went to our chorus concert last week, you would have heard Elizabeth Pelkey do an outstanding job on her senior solo. And so Elizabeth Pelkey, come on up here. Elizabeth Pelkey sang a song from James Bond, so Elizabeth is getting the 007 Special Choral Agent Award for her senior solo. All right, the next two should come up together. Carly Holland and Mackenzie Carter. Your award is together. Because you both are always together, and you're best friends of best friends, you are getting the Choral Besties Award. And Carly, that's with Mackenzie, and Mackenzie, that is with Carly. Congratulations. Sarah Smith. Sarah, great student. She, and many students have done this, but Sarah has done this extra special. As you know, I moonlight in driver education and in vehicle. And I always tell parents, they get a kick out of this. It's like teaching piano lab, except we can all die because the pedagogy is the same. But Sarah gets the Surviving Both Singing and Driving with Mr. Messier Award. So that's for Sarah. All right, and moving on, I think there's one more. Yes, one more award here. This award goes to our music action hero. And Finn Maddie, come on up here. Now, that's not your award. That's just a description. So, Finn, I sort of let the cat out of the bag today, but we've seen, I'm sure most people have either heard of or seen the movie The Terminator. And Finn's new title, because he is our music action hero, the Finninator Award. All right. And that is the awards for our seniors. One more round of applause for our choral seniors. Guys, again. All right. Get my awards out of the way here. Okay, I think you're back. You're good. You're good.
All right, we have two more awards to present. This evening we have the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award and then the Vern Colburn Award. So we're going to start off with the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, and this is going to go to a student who has been very active in the jazz band, multi-instrumentalist, an expert in music theory, and is even wearing one of the coolest college jazz shirts of all time, and that is the Finninator, Finn Madding. So come on up, Finn. A few years back, we lost my predecessor, Vern Colburn, who was a very special man, and was like kind of like another father to me when I took over here at BFA when I was just 26. Took me under his wing and helped me sort of like keep the program going. And when he retired, he was honored with this Vern Colburn Award that was given out to students, and it's been given out every year to a freshman and to a senior for 31 years now. And so there are two ninth grade runner-ups for the Vern Colburn Award, and those two students are Amani Yates and Maddie Messier. these are voted on by their peers. And the 9th grade Vern Colburn Award winner goes to Finn Lund. 12th grade, so the 9th graders vote on a 9th grader, and the 10th, 11th, and 12th graders vote on a senior. And this year's senior Vern Colburn Award runner-up goes to Penelope Noza. I don't think it's ever happened that there's been a freshman percussionist and a senior percussionist who've both gotten the Vern Colburn Award and both had the same first name. This year's senior Vern Colburn Award winner goes to Finn Matting. How about a big round of applause for our Vern Colburn Award? Thank you, guys. So thank you, everybody, for being here this evening, and I hope that everybody has a spectacular end of the year. In closing, I just want to remind everybody that we have our instrumental music concert this coming Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Students here at 6:30. They can wear school-appropriate, colorful attire. We're taking the jazz band out onto Church Street on Friday, and anybody who's in Burlington on Friday at 11 o'clock will be set up in front of City Hall. And if it's raining, we'll be in City Hall in the Contois Auditorium, the BFA Jazz Band. And then the band, we're bringing back the tradition that's taken a 3-year hiatus because of the pandemic, of having the band play at graduation. So that's coming up as well. So there's quite a bit left on our docket, and a lot of time to interact and to have some great music. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to thank you all, Mr. Messier, and I want to thank you all for being here this evening, and wish you a great night. Thank you.